Authenticity, I think. I mean, just the architecture in Miami Beach, we got to really show that, and just the sky looks different. Everything's different. I mean, people are outside sweating. We really are. The city is a central character, so I don't think that you can really film it anywhere else and it would be the same. Aesthetically, it's beautiful, so you can watch the show on mute and it'd be still entertaining. And the writing, I think, is like the best writing I've ever been a part of. They delve into really what went on behind closed doors, why they were so successful, because sometimes there were some shady characters involved. Both my parents they were both born in Cuba and raised in Miami, and my dad grew up in Miami Beach specifically, so Miami is very strong, and we get to you know, be able to portray that and represent that, which I'm very proud to do.
I'm going to tell you something. You've never seen Cubans portrayed this way. It's Cubans that are like you and me, that speak English perfectly and speak Spanish. It's not. It is like it is an honest, hardworking, you know, middle-class Cuban family dealing with the separation that the fall of Cuba has brought. It's 1959. You have never seen Cubans portrayed this way and played by actual Cubans. This has to be real or forget it. You know, it's like go bigger, go home. I mean, so it is historically accurate, and it is literally on the heels of the time that changed the entire landscape of Miami. You know what I mean? Literally, that influx of Cuban Americans changes everything. The political climate, everything changes, becomes political. It's the beginning of the anti-Castro movement in Miami, of Alpha 66, of all that stuff. All that will be part of the show.
I actually passed as Cuban when I was in junior high school, because that first wave of kind of post-Castro Cubans that hit Miami, I was in Miami Beach, you know, I was born and raised there. It was so exotic, and the girls were so beautiful, and the guys were so cool. I just wanted to be Cuban. So I actually spoke Spanish fluently till about 8th grade, and now it's gone out of my head, but I gotta relearn it now that we're back there. I actually went to Havana to do research for another film with Chris Albrecht, and I remember walking into the Riviera Hotel in Havana, and he just loved it, and it stayed in my head. And when he got the job at Starz, I said, I got this great idea for a TV series, and sent it to him. And, you know, hours later he called and said, let's do it, Mitch. You know, I've been carrying around these stories since high school, and then the way you do, you kind of, you know, all of a sudden start to see the best format to tell them in. For me, it was a TV series, because there's so many stories. These are stories based on older brothers of kids I grew up with and my parents' friends, but for me, it's a celebration of that immigration more than anything else. And these are kids I love. I met Dominik through Andy Garcia went to my high school. I mean, he's younger than me, which is horrific, but 4 years, and I met her in the world, and I loved her voice and the kind of raw, original way she is as an actor. So I always thought of her, truthfully, for Mercedes. And Yul was a gift. I mean, Yul, you know, was nominated for a Tony Award for the Chris Rock play, and went to my high school as well. And for me, it was important to have, you know, to have real Cubans playing, you know, the Cuban characters.
Yeah, so I guess my second home now is Miami Beach.
Cubanos, hay pocos cubanos actores.